Hello everybody, it's me again. So what I've done is I took the unit that I was just showing to you earlier, and to make it more that I could show all the things that I can do, I made a demo case for it to so I can show to customers to see, all the things that it'll do. So here's the case right here up in the upper right. It's got a monitor, so it's easier for them to see. There's the touch screen. This one is movable. And there's a PLC, a Control Logix 5000. And there's the Xavier NX. It's running Deep Stream, YOLO 3 model. And it's got 6 relays on it. And there's a PoE Gigabyte Ethernet hub. And over here, these are just the terminals that are attached to this relay. And there's some lights in here. And here's a closer up look of the Xavier NX. Like here's the 2 relays stacked. I've got a little tutorial on like how to use these. They're really nice and clean. It makes a nice clean setup. And this is the PoE Gigabyte switch that I've got. This is the terminal that the relays are coming into, and I just added some lights to them so they can have the display. And like here's the case. Like there's the PLC. It's a Control Logix 5000. And there's just an output module, and this is just a display kind of what's going on. I've got this also hooked up to the Xavier NX, so I'll show you and demonstrate how that works also. So as you can see over here on the left, I've got the program running. This is I've got a camera pointed at the screen of the demo unit, and as you can see, like we're looking at horses. So if you go down here, right here, let's see. You can see we put in horses. So you can put horse in here up also. Horse. See, and what it does is when it finds it, it goes in and looks for this number. And that number is from the selection list. You have 79 objects you can choose from. 79 objects. And if you were to go to look at the list, it's 17. And that tells you that the program has processed your command. So we were looking for horses. This is the current count right here, or count how many that it sees. And these are the thresholds you can set. If it goes equal to or above them, it sets off the relays and it sends the information to the PLC. And then if we go back to, this is the image, we're looking at horses. So let's just a demonstration of like kind of the PLC. So you go up here to number 1 and you put in horse, H-O-R-S-E, enter. And it went and it picked up the horse. Now our current set point is 2. We're going to set that to like, let's say like 20. Now, if you notice, like over here, it's taken all that information and it's sent it over to the PLC. So all that information, besides running these relays that I have going on, it's running it's sending the information to the PLC. So what I'm doing is I'm going to set this threshold lower. Let's see if we're still looking at. We got horses. We still got horses. So I'm going to set this lower so we turn on the relay. There we go. So we set it to 2. Have you noticed the 2 came in over here? And it only sees 2, so we're going to have to see some more. So, and then it turns the relay on right there. So, and you notice that down here in this picture, I don't know if you see it, like this one relay's on, this output's on right here, down here. And it says the relay 1 is on. Well, what's going on there? Maybe it didn't accept my number. There we go. So it's got to be up to 3. So what do we still got going on over here? We got 1 horse. See down here, this is running. So this is running this screen right here. It's made with this program called um, uh, it's called Quick HMI. And what I like about this is like with this program talks to the Xavier NX using MQTT. This program also has email capabilities, so you can use this to send emails out if you need to. You can also do has charts. You can set up databases. So if you want to take this information and put it into databases, you can do that. And then the other things you can do is it has all kinds. It connects to like about 5 or 6 different type of PLCs, and it has graphics so you can build your own screens. So I like this because this is kind of like the main controller of everything that goes on. Tells you to try again. BIRD, and it knows just by your spelling what you want, and it does everything for you, gets it all. And then we have our threshold right here. So let's go back here, like airplanes. Like here's the birds. Now it does a really good job of like picking up the birds. And this is YOLO 3, so you know this is full YOLO. This isn't tiny YOLO running. So this is pretty impressive for the Xavier to pick all this up. Now, like I say, I am running that's another thing too. This unit, it'll run an IP camera, it'll run a USB camera, and it'll also run an MP4 file. So you have all those selections you want to choose of options which you want to use. And as you see right now, we got a birds. See 6 of them. So what happens is let's bring it down here. Yeah. So we'll put birds up here. We got birds, and it says we need 3 to make it go. So there we go. So you see it's counting all the birds, and we've set the relay off. The bird is up here. You notice down here on the bottom, like right here on the control logics, that output is on. That light is on because that's attached to the relay. So I thought one of the examples we could use this for was like at an airport. You'll see later where like undetected airplanes. So what you can do is you can set this out in an airport. And I know birds are a lot of problems with the airplanes coming by. So and the thing about scaring away birds is like, you know, anything you put out there, they get used to. So it has to be fairly random. So if you set this unit out here and you can detect the planes and the birds, well, first of all, you can, when the birds enough get out there, you can scare them because it'll be random. You can turn something on. And the another thing that it'll do is like, if an airplane's coming, it knows an airplane's coming, so it knows not to scare the birds. So that's another option you can, that's really nice. So there's some intelligence to this. Like 6 selections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 you can use, because then you can control 6 relays. And like I say, you can it tells you the count of what's on there, and then this is the set point. So it equals that or above it, it sets the relay, or it sends that information to either the PLC, a database. You can send it out in an email, all kinds of things. Like here's clocks. I thought this was pretty interesting. Let's count our clocks. Clock. Clock. Let's see what we got here. We're still looking at clocks? Yeah. So it sees the clocks. That's pretty good. You know? Clocks. It's done a good job of picking that stuff up and counting them. Oh, and another thing that's pretty interesting about this is like this program running on the NX, it's actually sending a extra stream out RSTSP. So if you want to, you can put up a VLC player just about anywhere and pick up the stream. See, there's the stream that's coming from the Xavier. So you can pick that up Oh, and here's another thing that's pretty nice. On the screen itself, it tells you the states of the relay, who's on and who's off. So you really don't have to look at the screen itself to see kind of what's going on. So you can see what's going on just from the stream that's being sent out RTSP. And another thing that you can use is you can let's see, you can actually view, since the Xavier NX is actually a server for all the stuff. All you have to do is type in the IP address of the NX, and you can log on to the same page that is on here. So you really don't have to ever log on to the NX. You can do everything from terminals. Like I can do some of the changing here. Let's put a cow here. Nope. Mr. Cow. See, I can change it here. And if you notice, it's changed over here. Let's bring this up here. As you notice, like it's changed here on the screen. So I mean, like that's what's nice. The NX is basically a server, and to access all this data, you don't have to like log. You don't have to have at the unit itself. You can see the stream, or you can make changes from any terminal that is on the network. So that's really nice about this. Let's see. I like this one. This was like picking up the birds. I mean, it's picking up all the birds. So let's put bird down here. BIRD. And then let's set our threshold to something like 10. No, not 31, 10. So, I mean, it's doing a really good job detecting those birds. Watch, there's going to be a bunch of them up here. So that's pretty nice. It's doing a really good job. Like I say, you can detect the birds, and then like the airplanes too, when the airplanes come by. So, you know when to scare the birds and when not to scare the birds. And you can do it for all kinds of things. Like we're at my place of work, what I'm doing is like we have a place where they load and unload trucks. So what we're doing is we're setting it up that once the truck is being unloaded, if it detects any pedestrians in that area, it sends an alert out. Because we've had cases where a pedestrian will be out there and the forklift drivers can't see them because of all that's going on, and they don't know they're out there, and they've almost got run over. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the cameras so it detects if a person is on the ground walking and they're not, and the forklifts are roaming around too. So there's a lot of safety features you can do in this. If you look down here, it's birds, counting them. Anytime it goes over this, it sets it off. You can see down here also in this control logics. Watch, see, it's setting off the control logics down here. Like right here. Bird. There's the count, and there's our set point that we've sent in from this. So, that's what I set it up for a PLC because where I work, a lot of industrial equipment, and the industrial equipment, that is the main, that's the how a lot of the equipment is run nowadays. They have basically computers that are designed specifically to run machinery. See, like here's airplane. Like I say, here's an airplane. So let's put an airplane in here. And then we'll set this threshold down low because there's only be probably one airplane at a time. So, and then we go back to our screen like this. So now if we had our camera out there and we were looking for birds and airplanes, we know there's birds there. And then if an airplane was coming, we know not to scare the birds when the airplanes are coming. So once the airplanes aren't in the area, then you can scare the birds. So that's kind of what's nice about this, the intelligence to it. And you can do that with a lot of things. You can, let's say you have a sheep and you only want so many in a pen at a time. So what happens is once the pen is full, it'll count them, and then your relay will release the gate and let them out. And once the count goes down, it'll shut the gate. You can do that, stuff like that. Or another thing you can do is if for homeowners, like you don't want cats on your lawn, but you want dogs on your lawn. You can set a sprinkler up, and what happens is you can detect if there's a dog there, your sprinkler won't go off. But if it sees a cat, then your sprinklers go off. So it's a lot with this. We can give intelligence to a lot of things that really no way to, like, they just had to be on or off all the time. There's really not much we can do. So basically, this is a really inexpensive way to give a lot of things some intelligence. And then here we got some vehicles and some trucks. So let's just kind of move this down here, and we got vehicles. See, now if I spell it wrong, it's going to say, hey, try again. Vehicle. So it picks it up. And like I say, like here's your selection list if you want to go back to that. I mean, it picks up a lot of things. Here we go. All these items, kitchen items, furniture, fruit, chairs, transportation things, animals, a lot of stuff. And it picks it up very well. And all you gotta do is type the word in there, and that's what it is. So let's see, vehicle. So let's go here. Let's get back here. So here we are. This is the one truck. So it's actually counting pretty good. It's counting them pretty quickly. I mean, this is all real time also. This thing's running, let's see, it's running at 28 frames a second. So that's pretty good. So here's trains. I mean, it'll picks up trains. So let's put a train in here. Basic stuff. It picks up a train. It sends the train information over to the PLC. You see it's right here. The train information is showing up over here. And since we're probably going to only have, like, let's just set one train. Like I say, this picks up 79 different items. I mean, there's a lot of things to choose in there. And then I'm also going to try, this is Xavier NX. I'm also going to try, see if I can get a slimmed down version that works on the Nano. And that'll be really limited on what it can select, because the Nano, just doesn't have the horsepower it needs to run like full YOLO. It's got to run like tiny YOLO. Or I could switch over to another model, but I mean, you just can't beat YOLO. I think it's just like the best. I mean, that's not bad. See, there's the picture that's being taken from the Xavier, and this is the RTSP stream that's being streamed out. I mean, there's very little lag there. This uh, uh, quick HMI. This is a pretty good program, and I really like this. But one of the things I like really about it is like you just pay for the software, and you don't have to have pay for the licenses to run it on different machines. That's pretty good. So I could build this one time, and I could deploy it to like hundreds of Xavier NXs without having to pay a license for every time I put it on one. So that's really neat. You know, and it's got a lot of features, like I say. Are we done? Yeah. So we're done. All right. Well, thank you. So, bye.